Here we are. People are going to be looking for jobs in the new year, getting out there, and I want to teach on some really practical stuff that I've already written on. This article, you can get it in full and a lot more that I'm going to share right now, but I want to address common interview questions that you will get or potentially could get, and what are the answers so that you're prepared, okay? So this article, you can get it at kencoleman.com under articles. Also, a lot of this information is contained in our How to Win the Interview guide at kencoleman.com, which is free. One of our 3 Get Hired guides. Okay. So here we go. I'm just going to hit on 3 of these because we don't have time to get to all of them in the article. There's more in the article, but I just want to hit 3 really quickly, but I'm going to be thorough. You ready? Here's one question. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Now, quick context on these questions. Sometimes this is a lazy question by hiring managers. They're just kind of get to know you, break the ice. But sometimes they're really looking for how you answer it. Let's come at it from that point of view, because this is how you should answer it regardless of their motive. First, here's what not to say. Well, I'm an Enneagram number, blah, 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 or my Myers-Briggs or my DISC and all this. And you start rambling on about all the minutia of you. I'm the 7th of 9 kids. You know? I grew up in Red Dirt, Idaho. My mom was a truck driver. My dad was a coal miner. Right? You know, spare us the life biography. If they want to know that kind of stuff specifically, they'll ask you. So here's what I think you should be doing. I think they're trying to really get an idea of the professional you, because that's who they're hiring. And of course they care about you, the person, or you hope they do. But they're not looking for the biography as much as they're looking for the professional profile. So I think you should structure your answer something along the lines of, I've always loved doing this type of work. It's always fired me up. I've always been interested in it, whatever. And as a result, I've done this, and this. And you know, this is the kind of stuff that fires me up. It's why I'm so excited, so grateful to be here. So you're basically connecting yourself to the role and to the mission of the company. It's very relevant about you. Now, if they want to know more about your personal life, they can dig and they can ask. That's the direction you go. Here's a second question. Why did you leave your last job? Or why do you want to leave your current job? Something along those lines. Now, it's a common interview, and this one trips up a lot of people. You start getting into the bumbling stuff because you might be leaving a very toxic environment. You might not be able to just deal with your boss one more day, but you don't want to jump into that. But some people do. They just blurt it out. Oh, my current boss is a jerk. That may be true, but they don't know that. And you're talking to somebody who might be your new boss. If they think that about their current boss, what are they going to think about me? Why do they think that? Are they the actual jerk? It's a lot that just quickly spirals. So don't say things about how terrible your current company is or your last company was and how big of a jerk your boss was and blah, 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 blah. And I did this really stupid thing, but I didn't really mean to, but they fired me anyway. Don't go into all that. Now, anything they ask you, I'm going to tell you, always be honest. But don't just dish on everything. Here's how you pivot. So what you want to say is, you know what? I just really love the culture here at this company and what I've heard about it. I know somebody that works here, whatever the situation is. Give them context as to the positive reason you're leaving is because you want to be here with them. So flip that, spin that, if you will, that direction. You know what? Good company, good people, but the product, the service didn't really align with my values as much as this does. And, you know, as much time as I spend at work, I want to work in a place where it's in total alignment. So again, you take the high road, you're positive, but you give them the reason that you want to leave your current or why you left is because you're looking for something like they have to offer. And then finally, and again, there's more in the article, kencoleman.com. What's your biggest weakness or strength? Now, again, they're looking to find out if you're a bumbling goof, you're delusional. They're looking to see if you're arrogant. You know, they're looking to see a lot of things here. And then they just want to know how transparent you are, how blunt you are. So here's what you don't answer. Here's what you don't say. I don't really have any weaknesses. I tend to fly off the handle at people when they don't do things my way. Like, whoa, slow down. Again, we want to pivot here, so this is what I recommend. So you want to take the weaknesses and say, you know what, I tend to be weak in this area, in this area, in this area, but that's why I apply for jobs like this, because I'm a guy or a gal that believes in playing to my strengths. So some of my weaknesses, the good news is some of my weaknesses are here, here, and here, but it has nothing to do with this job. That's a really nice sidestep, and you're in one fell swoop, you're being humble, you're being transparent, but you're showing them how you're self-aware so that you're not applying for a job that, in fact, highlights your weaknesses. And so then you focus on the strengths and go to the strengths and point those out. So you do a strengths and a weaknesses answer at the same time, but again, you're showing how relevant it is to the position that you've just applied for. So there you go. All right, don't forget, spread the word. If you or somebody you know is a great marketer, you're enthusiastic about the mission of the Ken Coleman Show and everything that I'm doing, and you get stuff done, and you're very creative, and you're looking for a wonderful company to work at, we are hiring a marketer right now. Go to daveramsey.com. You'll find the job there under Dave's Hiring.